Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And right into the news is Ripple powering India's 1 million CBDC user goal. India's Central Bank, Reserve Bank of India, the RBI, initiated a pilot project on CBDC, but it's not clear if it is using Ripple's technology. So, crypto news in the wake of India's recent experimental project with the CBDC's latest report suggests the country has an ambitious target with regard to domestic payments. The country's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, the RBI, initiated a pilot project on the usage of CBDCs for retail and wholesale use. The authorities recently said the CBDCs could potentially offer benefits like financial inclusion and improved payment system. In the latest, the plans for CBDC adoption in the country would be expanded for a wider usage. Also, the SEC is reviewing its communication with JP Morgan about Ripple. The agency says the documents require confidential treatment. Ashley Prosper, an XRP community member who filed a Freedom of Information Act, a FOIA request last year, demanding communications between SEC and JP Morgan involving Ripple, has updated XRP enthusiasts about recent progress. In a recent tweet, Prosper said the SEC had received the search results and is currently reviewing the documents. However, the securities regulator noted that a large number of the documents required confidential treatment. End quote. Based on our initial review of the record, it appears that a large portion of the records will require that we engage in the CT substantiation process, which involves records for which confidential treatment was requested at the time of their submission. An excerpt of the email read. Also, XRP forms its first 2023 Golden Cross. XRP has formed its first MA moving average, a crossing of the year, and interestingly, it turns out to be a golden cross. Last time such an event appeared on the XRP daily chart was in October 2022. XRP is up a little bit today too. I don't know if you've seen the fiat leak for XRP, but it's now moving in every single corridor. That's why the price is probably moving up just a little bit. Also, 3 congressmen introduced gold standard bill to stabilize the dollar's value. Is this legit? Could be. Would like it to be. That'd be very exciting. Even on the face value, at least, the discussion has started and has begun. So as America faces the twin threats of inflation and bank failures, 3 U.S. congressmen introduced a pivotal sound money bill that would enable the Federal Reserve note dollar to regain stable footing for the first time in more than half a century. Representative Alex Mooney, joined by Reps Andy Biggs and Paul Gosar, introduced H.R. 2435, the Gold Standard Restoration Act, to facilitate the repegging of the volatile Federal Reserve note to a fixed weight of gold bullion. Upon passage of H.R. 2435, the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve were given 24 months to publicly disclose all gold holdings and gold transactions, after which time the Federal Reserve note dollar would be formally repegged to a fixed weight of gold at its then market price. And I believe, if you go back, I believe it was like pegged to 1 gram of gold, something to that effect. More of a historic moment. The Gold Standard Restoration Act also makes several findings as to the harm the Federal Reserve System has inflicted on everyday Americans, particularly since President Richard Nixon temporarily suspended the gold backing of America's monetary system in 1971. And then there's a second behind that, U.S. Congresswoman MTG says the U.S. should go back to the gold standard, not digital currency payment system. So she's got a different approach, not just going back to gold, but staying at the gold dollar, not going into the digital. So we'll see how that plays out as well. And that is U.S. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, MTG, recently expressing her opposition to the Federal Reserve's plan for launching a digital payment system in July. She is definitely not liking the CBDC. And as you know, the CBDC, they can trace and track every aspect what you do, and like Christine Lagarde has said and Augustin Carstens has said, they control 100% of a CBDC, the central bank digital currency. Guys, remember, this is not financial advice, that it's for entertainment purposes only. And as always, before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. Much love, and we will catch you in the next one.